on top of foam roller, make it extra cozy. Let's see who else joins. So blanket goes on top. And for today's class, we also need therapy balls. Therapy balls, foam roller on top of the block, like the bolster too, we need to. I have 2 pads for my thighs, for my knees, 2 cushions to support my hips. Okie dokie, guys. Let's go ahead and recline right away. All we need to do right now is lay down on this. Lie down. Make sure that under your knees you have something to support your knees so it's not too sensational to start. Good morning, Michelle. We have a foam roller and a block. And I have a blanket on top. That's how we're gonna start today with our breathing. Yeah, super cozy. Take your time. If you don't have a block to put on the foam roller, it's okay too. It's nice to just lie down on that open chest, supported pose. Okay. I'll bring my feet together. Let's bring the feet together, knees apart like a butterfly pose, unless it does not feel good for your knees. You can just extend your legs up, long, or knees up and touch each other. There's options for your legs. Find the one that works the best for you. Oh, amazing. And I simply feel that firm shape of the foam roller is opening up your chest. And if you have the blocks underneath of your thighs, I recommend you to place them closer up towards your seat. So not too far, because I want us to really feel supported here today. Supported, hugged from the back, from the thighs. Lots of love. I watched the news yesterday because when I was leaving Glow, someone mentioned about Maui fire, and I really was not aware. I don't really watch. I overheard something, but what a terrible devastation. So seeing the imagery and see how many people have perished, I cannot believe. It's very painful. Why do we have so many people have to die, in the fire? So I just was a little bit overwhelmed with this disaster, and I couldn't sleep well. Just think about how can we make our body feel, let it help process. I think it's the love and compassion. So when I was going to bed and I woke up, the only thing that makes me feel better is this metta meditation. May everyone be well. May everyone be healthy and rebuild and find faith that's going to be okay, and find their relatives. So maybe a little prayer to start our day for people who suffer all over the world. There's always disasters happen. Send the sweet people of Hawaii love and compassion. Whatever words work for you, maybe may everyone find peace. May everybody find faith. May everyone be safe. May everyone knows love. There's so much love outpouring towards them. Just for a few breaths like that, lay there and send prayers to all the people in Hawaii and around the world who find themselves in any disaster. Flip your palms towards the floor, kind of like touching the earth, letting your fingers be stretched out. May everyone be well. May everyone stay safe. Find faith and know unconditional love. So important for your emotions to be there, to rise and fall, not to get distracted and get busy with life, because it doesn't feel good to know what you process. Relax your eyes. Notice your body breathes itself. We're going to start taking longer breaths. See if you can maybe even yawn and take a biggest breath yet. And try to exhale from the bottom up. So see if you can kind of squeeze your belly first. And at least feel the exhale initiates in the bottom and then it moves upwards. Inhale, visualize moving air from the nose downwards. At the same time, you're making space for the air to come in, stretching your rib cage, relaxing your belly. Exhale, sense the air moves upwards from the bottom. Inhale, downwards. Upwards. Inhale, stretch your belly. Exhale, squeeze the air out. Take more breaths. Inhale, belly stretches. Exhale, make it narrow. Nice, we'll add the arms now. Inhale, arms over the head. Notice your arms will help you stretch your lungs. Take the air in. Maybe yawn. One more air. Exhale, move your arms towards your hips. Let your palms just kind of face up. Inhale, let your arms reach back. And exhale, gently bring your elbows towards your hips. So visualize your arms are helping your lungs move air in and out. We're just trying to stretch them. When your lungs getting stretched out, the negative pressure pulls the air down. As your lungs become smaller, the air slowly moves up. A few more. Just also notice how that foam roller behind you is opening your chest, letting your shoulders go further and further. Exhale. Last two breaths. Fingers are spread wide apart. Inhale. Final. Listen to the sounds. It feels so nice. Now, let your elbows land on the floor and make circular motions with your hands, and you can even hear your ligaments. You can hear your tissues inside of your wrists. Elbows relax on the floor, fingers to the sky, and just start making circular motion with your fingers, your wrists. Roll them out, hear your own hands. We're going to take a shape of our hands. Imagine you have like you hold in this really wide block. So it's like a wide, like maybe not even a block, like a wide flat round. So you want to grip, like imagine you have a hand of a claw. So you're rounding your fingers on the edges, but it's a really wide disc that you need to hold. Hold a wide disc and roll your wrists again. Circular motion, make hands motion as you make in the circle with the holding, visualizing a wide disc. Few more rounds. And then grab your fingers, interlace them in front of your chest, and then pull your palms away from you to stretch your fingers now. Keep those fingers interlaced, palms facing the ceiling or away from you, and let's see if you can move the arms up and over. Oh, up and over your head, let them dangle there. You can soften your elbows, guys, to get your head in between your elbows and see how far your arms can go. Oh, elbows soften or bent. And just to feel that side of your back, feel the back of your heart. It's like your upper back under pressure. It's so nice for those bones, for your shoulders to lean back. Very often when we stop moving our arms behind the head, we lose that mobility. So it's hard to even lift the arm at some point. One more breath here with your fingers interlaced. And then very careful, bring your elbows first together. Bring your elbows together towards your face. And then move your arms down, a little bit more safer this way. Okay. Oh, good job, guys. Now bring your knees up towards the ceiling. Notice your hips, roll your knees a little bit side to side. How does it feel? Oh, okay. Now we're gonna somehow press ourselves up. Press into your hands, uppity up. Okay, so we mobilized our shoulders. Oh, just feel it. Just move your arms around a little bit, or your upper body twisted out. Make sure you go back to movement. And we're gonna use our therapy balls to massage our glutes. And if we have time, we'll start with lower back. So at lower back, we're just massaging right across here, from here to here. So you can remove your, structure, so you have some space. We're gonna lay down in a bridge and move the balls like this back and forth just 5 times. And remember that the balls might feel a little intense in that area, bony areas, but we can always press into the feet and lift the hips a little bit higher, so you're not putting all of the weight into your balls. Move your toes around the way, and remember the balls have to be located in a way that will move out side to side. Hi, Kathy, good to see you, honey. Okay, we're lying down for the bridge. Remove the balls for now, just lie down on your back. And then lift the hips, right, like a little bridge. And then the best place to place them is right in the middle, in the bony area. And then again, you don't have to put all of your weight down into the balls. One ball up, one ball down. Move your arms out wide and stretch your fingers wide apart. Separate your feet a little bit wider than your knees, so you have lots of space. You're walking yourself side to side using just rolling motion, but you can also walk your feet a little bit wider. Oh my goodness, that feels nice. So start slowly rolling to the right and then to the left. Move your head side to side. Try not to be rigid in your neck. Also, your shoulders tend to creep up towards your head. Get that little kind of rolling motion of your shoulders one at a time, and then slide them downwards. I noticed last night also my elbows, when I sleep, sometimes I bring my elbow a little bit too close to me or too overbended. And I noticed my elbows really don't like to be bent a lot. I just woke up like I felt like my tension in the elbows. So just stretch your arms straight as much as possible. And notice if you also have that. Sometimes in the sleep, your arms make positions and overbend the elbows. So your elbows a little bit too constricted. And just stretch your arms as much as possible right now. Okay, so last couple rolls from one side to another. And you're gonna please start notice when your balls are all the way to the edge, you can let your knee fall out to the side, and then we start getting into the glutes. So the same motion will be for the glutes when we start rolling. As you come all the way to the outer edge, you can drop that knee out to expose more tissues to the balls, and rocking motion. So once your knee is towards the floor, you can rock around the balls. So that's the motion we use here. You can already slide the balls down to one of your seat, maybe pick left or right. And then now we're only doing one side. So we only roll as far as the tailbone, and then we'll return to the outer side of your hip, drop the knee, rock around it. You can use your hands to pull the balls into different spots, or you can roll. I really love that little knee rock out. See how it feels good for you, Kathy. Maybe your hip don't like to be stretched right now. Then just roll out with the knees facing up. You can also stretch your glutes by, let me tell you, Kathy, right now. So you can do the glute massage by extending the leg that has the glute long down. So guys, we can all try that. So look, instead of opening the hips, we can also, next variation, straighten the leg that has the balls. The other knee is just bent to the sky, and the leg that has the ball is straight. Here, you can do a little bit swaying side to side with your hips. So there's no need to open the hips here. One leg long, one knee to the sky. You can kind of sway side to side, but also really good technique is to squeeze the glute and relax the glute while the balls are staying there. So work through any of that, guys. We're going to be switching the seat in the next few breaths. Making up that feels amazing. It's actually good to do the glutes for a whole 30 minutes, not just 10 or 5. So if you make a little note to dedicate more time to your glutes, maybe this weekend. All right, guys, let's switch the sides. So options are knees are open wide and you're rocking around, one knee to the floor, one knee to the sky. You pinning the ball in one place and you're just rocking side to side. Or if your hip doesn't want to be open right now, straighten your leg down the floor, away from you. Squeeze, release the glutes, squeeze, release, or gently rolling. It's always good to start with not rolling right away, but squeezing, releasing, or rocking around the ball. Remember, your neck has to be soft, so move your head side to side, relax your neck. Open your arms wide, stretch your elbows, stretch your fingers. Make space. Last few breaths. All right, guys, I wanted to finish that with the whole body stretch. It's gonna be a shoulder opener, laying down from the belly. Really like spirals out and opens the chest and the low back. So as you lie down on your belly, your arms will go out wide. Maybe you can use your blanket or something under your face. Okay. So first, open the arms and pick a side for your head to land. Notice your neck. How does it feel? Is there any pain or discomfort? It's also nice to strengthen that stretch a little bit. You could press your head into the floor and just, 10% effort. Press it a little bit. Use the floor to strengthen your neck this way. Press and hold. Again, not too much, right? Just a little. 10% effort. Add extra pressure to the stretch. Now, we are going to rotate half of our body up. Okay, so pick a side. So let's say, let me direct you. We're gonna bring ourselves on our left hip, okay, left side, but we're gonna be making sure everything is comfortable. So first, bring your right hand towards you, bend your right elbow towards you, and then slowly lean into your side. So our right hip lifts up. Here, it's good to bend our left knee, so you have more, you're not just hanging on the hip. When your left knee bends, you have lots of territory here for your body to land on, not fair, just hang on the hip. So bottom knee is bent, your left arm is staying there behind you. Another way you can intensify this, guys, you lift your right leg up and place it anywhere you like, or make it long. Notice your neck. Maybe your head wants to be a little bit more leaning down. Don't overstretch your neck. Move your head around a little bit. Find the best place. There's another variation for this
Your right arm right now is on the floor. You can also bring it up. Oh, bring it on the hip and let your right elbow hang back. Or you can rest it like underneath of your low back. Just rest your forearm there somewhere touching your low back. Again, your neck, don't overstress it. You can kind of place your face towards the floor. Close your eyes. Now, using the right hip, can you tilt your right hip forward, right hip back? So just a little sway with your upper hip intensifies the stretch in the chest. And then slowly release. First, bring your knee closer to the other knee, your hand, and then extend your both legs long before we switch sides. Okay, sway here side to side in Sphinx. Other arm goes out. Side of your face is on the floor. Breathe here a couple of times. Put some pressure into your side of your face to the floor. Little bit, hold. All right, let's start moving. Left arm comes closer to you because that left arm is how you push yourself onto the side. Bend your bottom knee right away so you're not too much pressure on the hip. So okay, we hear one hip is up, one hip is down. Lift your upper leg up and then see if you can place it somewhere behind you or just straighten a little bit more. So you're getting your left knee slightly up, rotated outer rotation of your left knee. And then hold here and breathe. If your right arm doesn't feel good, move it closer towards your right hip, a little bit down or back off. You don't have to go so far. You can keep your both knees bent on top of each other. Just let yourself lay a little bit on the chest. This is a great stretch to also do in bed in the morning after you slept on your shoulders. It's good to also to do this in the morning. And then upper hand suggestions on the waistline, elbows back, hold, breathe, or rest in your left forearm, less tension, just underneath of your low back, letting it hang there. So our head is on the floor, both hands are on the floor. Just ground as many parts of your body as possible. And then you can sway a little bit with that upper hip, side to side. Feel it in the shoulder. One longest inhale yet. Inhale, inhale, inhale more, inhale more. Ooh. And then slowly bring your knees together first, knees bend together, and then press into your hand, and slowly roll up to a seat. Nice, guys, thanks for joining me for this stretch. Putting your shoulders back in place. Let's move our shoulders a little bit here as you sit out. Side to side. And then just a little motion back into your spine. Okay, close your eyes. Let's reflect on what we have accomplished. Nurturing practice is so important. Taking time for you to relax. Oh my goodness, it's such key, so underrated. Opening your chest, your hips gently, massaging your lower back, taking care of opening your heart, keeping it open, maybe even realizing that we haven't felt the pain that we experience on television and all the news. It's good time to take time to process and feel the things. Letting your shoulders relax, face relaxed. Just feel proud of yourself. Take a moment to appreciate something in your life. Maybe you have a moment to reflect how beautiful your Hawaiian vacation was and know that people will rebuild. The light will come back. The only way out is through. Maybe you can think how you are so resilient. Appreciate yourself. And then what are you going to accomplish today? Is there something that needs to be completed? Let's see it very clearly right now.
a beautiful Friday. Thanks for joining me